one.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my beautiful, beautiful people, and welcome to Life Rants with me, Aaron Rhodes, and my homeo, Antonio.
It's your boy, Antonio Augusto, live, raw, and uncut. Bigger, better, blacker. That's how we getting down. That's how we doing this. We back. I miss my brother husband, but that's
I
how
miss you,
we
brother
back.
husband.
We back. We back.
Right, we
And
in here.
it was a nice break.
It's a nice little break.
You know what we're doing today? We are celebrating. It's been a hell of a year, guys.
Right?
A hell of a year. We
I
are
feel like it's been longer.
1 year. Church face. We are one year as a Life Rants family.
Yep.
We are 1 year in. Tomorrow's actually the year. That's when me and my future brother husband at the time first hit the record button
Yep.
at home.
Right. Technically, I think it might be today
1 year.
because I think we waited like a day to put it out. So I think technically, quote unquote, it's our anniversary. You know, it's our anniversary.
Anniversary. You know what today is?
Hey,
It's our
anniversary.
It's our anniversary. Our anniversary. It's our anniversary.
It's our
It's our
anniversary.
anniversary. Hey girl,
Our
it's
anniversary.
our anniversary.
Yes.
Yo, man, it has been one hell of a year.
Right.
So let's get this out of the way. Support your local comic store.
Right. And pre-order those books, please, please, please.
Pre-order books. Now, however you decide to do it is entirely up to you. Whether it's going to the store physically or doing it digitally. I'm realizing that now I'm starting to do both.
See, I have to have a hard copy with before I don't know why I have to have that hard copy first and then I do it. If it's I don't know, sometimes with DC I might pre-order online because it's just more efficient that way and I read more digitally than paper, but it depends.
So I read a bunch of books while I was in Salt Lake, and we'll touch that in a minute.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that. I read a lot of good books, a lot, and we will talk about that. First and foremost, we're going to get to the how you doings a little later because me and Aaron haven't seen each other in 2 weeks. But, so this is episode 39. When we get to, let's say, episode 52, we're going to do a reboot. Now, if you ever read a comic book, it's basically every time you get to a certain number, you reboot the book and you start at a number 1. So, seasons 2 tagline will be bigger, better, raw and uncut. That's the tagline. And it sounds like a sex tape, but I promise you.
I was just about to say, I was like, are we doing an OnlyFans? I was like, brother, husband, I was like, I love you, but I didn't know we were that close.
Do you know that if I convince my wife somehow to let us do a OnlyFans, it's gonna cost me like a good year worth of toys. So no, we're not doing that. We're just not doing that.
If we're being honest, the content from the OnlyFans would buy you enough toys would buy you all the toys that you need. Trust me,
man. I gotta tell you, listen. I don't know if there's a market for slimming down Puerto Rican dudes from New York, but I mean, if there is, whatever. We'll make it work somehow. We'll just make it work.
As someone who constantly peruses Twitter, yeah, I can tell you there is. There's a market for everything.
I can't. Everything. So we're gonna formally. He would have been here, but he had a doctor's appointment. The plan was to formally introduce my cousin to the Life Rants family, Ivan Angel, JIA Lost
Mm-hmm.
Son, hit him up. Oh man, let me. Damn, I should have been prepared. Uh, what is his thing on? Oh Lord of Mercy, IG. Whew, Lord of
Mm-hmm.
Mercy. Let's see. Okay, his IG is called I don't know how to spell it. I gotta ask him. Oozy. So it's basically OOUZZEE. That's my cousin. He is officially part of the Life Rants
Mm-hmm.
family. We are slowly expanding. We are, like I said, it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be better, but it's gonna be raw and uncut. So if you think that any subject is safe, not no more.
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding back a lot. And not to mention, there's like so much going on in this world
Right.
that the life part of hence Life Rants we could talk about. Yes, don't get me wrong. Comics, toys, and movies will always be our bread and butter. Um, but there are stuff that people should be made aware of, and we have to talk about, it, especially as two black men growing up in these crazy times.
Very true.
And that's just facts. So and I haven't said it in a while, but now going forward, if you get into your feelings, if you get sad about opinions and stuff, or you don't agree with everybody's opinion, then I'm telling you now, this is not the podcast for you.
Right.
Straight up. This is not. And I'm sorry. This is where we at. Because nobody minces words
Mm-hmm.
that didn't have to deal with any kind of flack.
Right.
No one. So got that out of the way. And we're gonna have guest spots coming through. We just gotta set that up.
Right.
We are a whole we are we're gonna have some guest stars coming in, some more family, friends. What note you writing me? Because you're writing me a note.
I'm not writing you a note. I'm writing me for later. So
Okay,
not
okay,
this
fair
time.
enough, fair enough. Okay, okay. So yeah, we're gonna get to the how you doings in a minute, but any comic news, because the bulk of this is just me and the bulk of this
Right.
episode is just me and Aaron catching up because I haven't seen my brother husband, haven't talked in like 2 weeks
Right.
because I was in Salt Lake
Mm-hmm.
and he went to
I
go
was
see
in New
Beyonce.
Orleans. I went to see
You
Beyonce.
motherfucker! I hate,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, okay, so I guess I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Salt Lake to go be with the missus. So the missus went to a convention for, I guess it's basically accounting software for her job.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to spend a week there, and then I got to go to this convention called Fanex. So while the whole week I was there, I got to dude, dude. Salt Lake is beautiful.
Hmm.
Salt Lake is beautiful, and people were very nice, very friendly. The comic stores I went to, if I butchered them up front, or if I forget to mention it, I won't mention it again. It's checked out a couple spots. Doctor Vault's comics, they were really nice. The nerd store, they were really nice. I checked out Rogue Toys, they were really nice. What other store? And there was another store next to next to Nerd Store that basically they were really nice in there, and like I snagged a whole bunch of Gargoyles action figures. Like I went crazy. Like I got Elisa, I got Sanatos, I got Lexington. I think I got Lexington while I was at Rogue Toys. It was so nice, and it was just people were really nice and really cool, and then I only had to pull the New York attitude once, one time, one time. I only had to get rude with one person.
Okay. Okay.
That it was really nice, and then like the hotel. Have you seen my you've seen it because I maybe I don't know.
No.
You see my pictures where I took the picture of the hotel. You
Yeah.
see the mountains in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Man, every night I just could not, and my wife knew it too. I just could not stare at the mountains. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was a nice
beautiful.
view.
So like, mm, uh, other things happened at the hotel, but that's okay. We'll talk about those later. That's a conversation for me and the missus. But it was
Mm,
a nice view. It was a nice
that's
view. You know what I'm saying?
that sounds like OnlyFans.
You shut your face.
I met a he, haha,
Mm.
y'all.
But yeah, man. Listen, Salt Lake was amazing.
That's good.
So there was an episode I tried to do last week with Angel.
Mm.
Man, my audio was messed up. I could
Oof.
not get. Yeah, man. We were just talking about some BS, but we were having fun, and only to realize it did not record. It did not record. And I was like, son of a bitch.
That is a
Oh
bitch.
man, it's a pain in the ass. Aaron, I wanted to show you this.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this today. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see Logan, right?
Yep.
Okay. See Gambit.
Okay. Okay.
All right. My piece de resistance.
Okay. Okay. Got the bishop. All
This is
right.
this is the one you need to cop.
Mm.
I need you to get on this toy life. I need you to get on this toy life. Like like listen. Oh, what's the clip? I gotta play the clip. I'm gonna make a note here where it's Malcolm in the middle, where Malcolm, I think the dad is telling Malcolm, once you start collecting, it's complete, total, um, how do you say, complete, total, you have to it becomes yours for life. Once you do this,
Mm-hmm.
you can never go back to regular life. I'm gonna slip that clip in when I do recording later. It's pretty funny.
Hmm.
But that's all it is for me. Oh, tell us about your Beyonce trip, buddy, and then we'll talk some comics.
Oh God, thank you. Oh yes. So I'm look. So last week, literally a week ago today, I went to go see Beyonce and the Renaissance tour in New Orleans. Y'all, when I tell y'all, amazing, amazing. I went with my cousins. I originally with my cousins. I found out my cousins were coincidentally going to the same concert. One is from Texas, one is from New York. So I was like, oh, y'all are going to the same exact concert. What are the odds? So I was like, oh, I gotta go. And especially, I was like, not my straight cousins going to the gayest concert of the year. Nah, I can't let that happen. Not without me. So I once I got my job, the first thing I spent my paycheck on was that I went, and when I tell y'all, she's just as amazing as you think she would be. When she performs, just like when I tell you, I could be listening to the damn album. Like her voice is just as amazing in person, and if not better. And the whole experience, I got to see some of my friends from my other friends from TikTok, who I absolutely loved. I got to meet my gay friends. I love my
Name
little
drop these
community.
people.
Oh,
Name
of
drop
course.
these people.
Look, shout out
Come
to
on, name drop
Harry.
you.
Shout out to Harry Belacanti, Midas, Dante, Cosmo. Like we had such a good time, and shout out to my cousins Brianoni and my girl Jenny. We had a great time. I would not have traded any experience ever. I even after the experience, it was a 3 hour concert. Loved every moment of it. I I couldn't get enough. I could only want more. She just y'all when you hear people say like I'll kill for her, like I get it now. Like, like I would fight for her before, but like, nah, I stand on that. Like if she say, Aaron, I need you to take a body, I mean, where you need me to go. Like, like I get it now why people that Swarm show, I get why that girl was that crazy. Cause it's the experience, and I'm a bit what they call frugal, um, aka cheap. So when I to spend as much money as I did on that concert, that when I tell you that hurt my soul for a minute.
I want to know how much you spent.
You want to know how much I spent? Okay, all right. We family here. All right. So I spent $468 on my ticket.
Just
It's not
wait,
as bad.
just you? What
Just me.
seating though?
Just me. So originally I was in the terrace. Like I was all the way up there. Like that's how much up, and that's how bad. That's how like much it was selling out. But thankfully, my friend Harry had an extra ticket, had an extra space by them, and I got to sit with her. I was so happy. Like when I was because I was fine with just like going to the concert and just like chilling by myself, but the fact that I had Harry there with me, she like we had such a good time. I was actively, when I tell y'all, actively and aggressively screaming like a bitch in there, like I was like, Beyonce. The first thing she said was, "I love you," in her Beyonce voice. "I love you, New Orleans," and I was like, "Yes, girl, we love you too, bitch." Yeah, it was transcendent. I've only been to a handful of concerts in my whole life, but that is by far the best concert that I've ever been to and ever will be. This is definitely one of my bucket list things that I've definitely always wanted to do. Lauryn Hill was one of the concerts I've always wanted to go to. I got to go to see Lauryn Hill, but Beyonce, I never thought I would be a person to see Beyonce, at least, especially for how much the tickets are. But fuck, I'm so glad I went. It was such a like it was for the experience, and I paid for the experience that I got, and it was worth every damn penny. And I would most definitely do it again. Like, oh God, yeah.
So is that it for her for a while after this?
Um, I I I don't think so. I think she's no. I think that's her. I think Missouri was her last concert date here. So I think she's done for now, at least. I don't know if she did. She went because she already went out another state. So I think this is it. But I'm so glad I
So
got.
like literally while I was in Salt Lake, she was here.
Mm,
And I go,
oh, you.
man, well that sucks.
That would have been what? That would have been amazing. And what was it?
You know oh, can I touch this subject
Oh yeah,
just a
go ahead.
little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I like how women be like single ladies and all of that, and then you know you know Beyonce's married, right?
That's fuck.
Yeah, I know that, right? You know she's married, right? All the single ladies, get your single ass in this house. Oh, or independent one, you know she's married to Jay-Z, right? I'm just saying. They
That's
got
what they said
kids
about
together.
Beyonce. That's what they said about Sierra too, because Sierra had that new song that's about single ladies. I'm like, girl, you got like 2
You got a whole
kids.
ass
Like,
man. Yeah, shush. You're not single no more. Stop it. Oh. Okay, we're good. I hear you.
good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There
Okay. Oh.
there we go.
Okay. No, so you were saying?
I got excited and I unplugged myself. But yeah, no, yes. But yeah, Sierra recently made a song about her being about single ladies. And I'm like, girl, you got a whole ass family. But go off, sis. I feel you. Yeah, they just knew what the girls needed at the time, and that was it was needed.
Uh
Single
uh.
ladies was iconic, and you can't tell me. Look, to this day, yeah, single ladies is always gonna be a bop for some people, and I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can see that she hasn't sang that song in a while though, and I
No.
kind of appreciate her for not singing it because she's like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all and sit up in y'all face talking about single ladies when I got a whole ass family.
Yeah, like listen, you know you're not single no more, right? You've been married to Jay-Z and you got a beautiful little girl together. So I'm just saying, just think about that. Just ladies, just please think about that when you out here singing Beyonce songs and you know the bitch is married, right? I'm saying just keep that in mind.
She's
Thank you.
the married friend that you go out with who can't stay long, but you gonna have a good time with her while you out, and that's all right.
That was my only look. Listen. It made me think of Janet Jackson. I would have killed to go to a Janet Jackson concert growing up.
Mm.
And I always think about the kid who I'm just say it this way, who basically got touched all over by Janet Jackson. I'm like, it could have
Mm-hmm.
been me, you motherfucker. It could have been me. Let Janet. I will happily be like, I just no, 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 no. Oh my god, just
uh,
ugh.
my only disappointment of that day, I think, was the fact that no, our people didn't get everybody. Look around, everybody on mute. I was very upset that like the other side of the thing, they started yelling. We had all summer to prepare for this, and I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed and a little mad also, because yeah, all we had to do is be quiet for 10 seconds. That's all you had to do. We had all the whole summer to prepare for this, y'all. But I guess it's Beyonce and you can't control yourself, so I'll let it slide, I guess. But just know y'all on notice. But
People are being obnoxious.
oh
Beyonce, we love you.
oh
Shut the
yeah,
fuck up and let us sing.
right. Look, this is the one time like when Beyonce said everybody on mute, you supposed to be muted. Muted the fuck out. Like it was yeah. But it was still great. I ended up going to a comic book shop down there, Crescent. Shout out to Crescent City Comics. It was pretty good. It was
Ooh,
nice little
okay,
dope
okay.
place. Yeah, anytime I go out of town, I try to make sure I go to like a local comic book shop, and I try to like support of course. But yeah, ever since like New York, I think New York or Houston last year, I've been trying to do that every time I go somewhere new. I try to like
Which
see
is a good
what
idea.
comic book shops. Yeah, yeah, right.
Which is
Like
a good idea.
give them a little shine, and I absolutely love that place. But yeah, other than that, everything else was amazing. Went to Bourbon, had a good time. Other than that, yeah, I
Which a,
would
ni- a nice,
definitely do it again.
which a nice segue to what did you pick up while you were gone?
Oh, of course, but of course. So I got me Miss Marvel. What
How
else?
is that? Because I don't know if I
It's
should pick it up or not.
it's actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's actually kind of good. It's better than I thought it was gonna be. It really just mixes in with the rest of what's going on with the others. And that's what really all the X books are doing now. Like you can kind of see, especially X-Men and Miss Marvel for some reason are the most tied in together because we kind of see what happens after she leaves the X-Men and like interchanges. But that book has been really good. I haven't read the second one yet, but the first one is good because it kind of like talks about what it's a slippery slope. We're starting off the Orcs is starting off with mutants, but it's a slippery slope to it could be anybody. And you see that they're trying to secretly go for superhumans and inhumans and everybody else in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of get that
Yeah,
like
so it's a
what
nice allegory. You think you can
yes,
get rid
it's
of
a
black people, but
very strong allegory.
eventually they're gonna. Okay. You think you can get rid of black people, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually,
All
they're gonna
right.
turn on you too,
All right.
or
Because y'all picked the right one.
anybody that sides with people of color,
Right.
LBGT.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, speaking of, I just read a story today. I don't know if this is true, so it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
heresy.
Come on.
It's basically um it's basically they're arresting witches in Pennsylvania? Like
Recently?
what Yes, I guess this was today. Like if you're
Okay.
practicing paganism, like really?
We going back that far now, like to the point where
I,
we are we literally about to burn witches at the stake again? Like
I
y'all,
don't know.
you know, it's crazy because like you think okay, this is what I'll say about our country. For most of the things that we are
Wait, wait, wait,
progressive.
wait. Before you
Yeah, go
finish,
ahead.
this is the part of the show. If you don't like our opinions, drop out now because
Right,
like I said, we're not holding back no more. All right,
right.
go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So this is one of those situations where like we are probably one of the most progressive countries in certain aspects, but
Yep.
in all the other aspects, we are we're reverting. Like it's kind of crazy. Like and it's like, for me, I feel like it started with Roe versus Wade. Like it keeps
Yes.
getting, it's little things that keep going, and you're like, no, this can't be a thing. They're not going to actually do it, and then it actually happens. It's let's be real. It started with Trump, for real, for real. Like, we all thought it was a game. Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, we all thought it was fun and games. Oh, he's just going to run for it, but nobody's going to vote for him. What happened? We got 4 years of him, and now we're reaping the, not rewards, but we're reaping the results of all that, the decision of that, of him becoming president. And this kind of thing, like small things like this, like overturning affirmative action, like, like it's like a snowball effect that keeps happening, and it's kind of very insulting. But yeah, burning witches. Yeah, if we start burning witches, well, I know they ain't burning witches, well, yet, knock on wood, also, but yeah, like,
Pot me
it's
kettle. Nah, don't even put that in the universe. But
right.
because I feel like someone's gonna freaking try it.
Oh, for
It,
sure.
it someone's gonna try it, and I'm
Hmm.
like I don't. Here's the problem. This story, the witch story in particular, is like, why?
That's wild. That's wild.
Just why?
Yeah.
Just why? Just like we were talking about comic books for a second, but like, why?
Right.
And then what other happened things while we were away? Oh, let me say this. As a toy as a toy as a toy collector, I get it that people have difference of opinions
Hmm.
and difference of views on certain products or certain companies. But let me say this. I never want to see two grown men on YouTube, because this happened in Salt Lake, on YouTube, fight over he said, she said about some goddamn action figures.
Are we talking about? I think I know what you're talking. Hold on. I don't want to say their name out loud. Hold on. Let me just write it down real quick,
Uh,
because I think I've seen who you're talking, because they were on TikTok too. Is it a white
wait,
guy?
yes,
All right. Does the name start with an S?
no,
Okay. I I
wait.
think I know which ones you're talking about, and because I'm mutuals with one of them on TikTok.
Oh, the dude's name is Talker Art.
I think so. Not him. It's definitely not him. Or I don't know his YouTube thing, but I know that there was a discourse going on about that. Like, these grown ass men were getting into like a whole argument over toys, and I'm like, you
Yeah,
should
dude,
calm down.
it was like 2 hours of my life being wasted because I watched these two men, he said, she said. And truth be told, if you don't know nobody on the internet like that, even if it is a joke,
Right.
you probably shouldn't say anything
You
to
know,
them.
that's really it.
Maybe,
That's
maybe just like people seem to forget just common respect. Yes,
right.
I'm pretty friendly, but if you didn't know me, I have resting asshole face. Don't for me.
Right.
And like apparently this has been going on for a while, and I just like both of them. If you had a problem with this dude, address dude.
Yeah. Or just ignore him like I do. Like, like,
Nah,
let's be
see, the
let's be
problem is
real.
you can't. Like eventually you can't, because
I
eventually you
mean,
will have to say
you
something.
right. You will have to face. You right about that. You definitely eventually you will have to face it. But I'm saying, if someone's saying something you don't agree with or you don't fuck with, for real, just don't respond to it. For like, that's really all you have to do. Like, I'm a gay black man, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I see way too many things that are very anti-black, anti-gay, anti-brown, very anti a lot of things. But like, I will either move on because I can't do anything about it. I can't change their mind, so I'm gonna scroll past. Like, I'm not gonna give you the time of day. And if of course if it's problematic, I'm gonna report that bitch. But other than
And
that,
and
like,
like and
yeah,
and the particular company is Hasbro. I'm in the frame of mind is, listen, if you don't like it, don't buy it.
right.
Simple as that.
That's really it.
No, but also balance. People can
Hmm.
have opinions about said figure.
Right.
People can have opposite opinions about said figure. It's all
Exactly.
okay. Some of you motherfuckers need a hug.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We look, we are this community, the nerd blur community is we are some of the most aggressive stands of our like of our craft or of the things that we love. And I get it. You want to make sure that the things that you're talking the things that you love are being represented in the best way possible. And I also understand that, people have strong opinions about certain things, like very strong ass opinions. But at a certain point, you have to realize this is all fictional, and we have to move on. Like you can't be pressed over small stuff like that. Like because I mean, let's be honest. I'll be real. I'll keep it 100. I've also been a victim of that. Like there's some comics, there's a few like storylines or like subjects that I feel strongly about, that I'm like 10 toes to the ground about. Like to go back to our anniversary, we look. How many times have I actively and aggressively talked about Cyclops?
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
we disagree on Cyclops all the time. That's fine.
aggressively, right? But we don't.
Aggressively, like Cyclops ain't shit. Like I ain't mad. It's fine.
but we right,
It's
but we
fine.
know at the end of the day, right? We don't take it further to the point where you're like, okay, do you want to fight me or something? Like
No,
like it's
because
never that
because
deep.
because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If you and me are ever in the same room, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
look at my baby brown eyes, and you're gonna melt like a Snickers bar in a microwave.
Now I'm gonna
So
fall in
don't come for
love.
me. I'm gonna give you a hug, and my wife is like, "Oh shit, we got a brother husband, son of a bitch,
Yep.
fuck."
Yep, she gonna have to start spreading. She gonna have to start spreading out them weekends because I'm gonna have to take you every other weekend or
Nah,
so. So
nah, nah, nah,
just
nah. You live with us. We putting you to work, gangster.
okay. All right.
Y'all both working, seeking brother husband. Oh shit! Now oh my god, how this happened to me?
It's
How
just
this
gonna
nigga got me
be
doing the dishes?
it's just gonna be you doing the dishes while me and her watch TV. I mean, I don't know why you thought this would be any
You
different.
know that's you know what? That's fine. I ain't even mad at that. I
you
ain't
know,
even mad.
and maybe after you get done, like cleaning up and stuff, like we'll give you like a back massage or something like that. Just something just to keep you, you know, keep
See,
you
you didn't have
feel
to take it that
appreciated.
far. You didn't have to take it that far, motherfucker.
you know,
I bitch, I'm adorable. Get your
she's gonna
shit together.
she's gonna love me more, but it's all right.
Oh my god. But yeah, man. So like I'm sitting here watching this thing and I'm like, seriously?
right.
Like, don't do this. Like,
Yeah.
come on, y'all. Like, so I because it kind of slid. We'll get back to comics in a minute, but
Yeah.
like, I was telling you about this HasLab Giant Man thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it's based on Hank Pym, and it's
Ugh.
$200.
Ugh.
But the tiers were not that great, and I
Yeah.
just go, I know this is not for me.
Right.
One is $200.
Who is it
The
for?
second,
But
you're not
also
get well. We'll get to
for
that in a
Giant
second.
Man. Who's a Giant Man fan? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Hey.
So no, you're fine. But like, it's the Giant Man that has smacked his wife in Marvel Comics.
Okay. Thank you.
So one, there's that, right? I think me personally, if you said Giant Man, couple 6 inch action figures, like do the whole family, do Hank,
Yeah.
do do a 6 inch Hank, Janet,
Hell, even
Scott,
that Scott.
and then Scott's daughter,
mm-hmm. Cassie. Mm-hmm.
Scott's daughter Cassie. Am I missing anybody? Oh, the new Ant Man,
Oh,
the new
Hope
Giant Man.
and Hope Van Dyne. His
No,
daughter.
not Hope. Well, yeah, no, is
I'm about to say
Roz
also her
something.
though. Oh, I love him. Fuck.
Roz something. I can't think of his name. It's an Indian
That's
cat.
going. Yeah, he's an
Indian.
Indian dude. He's Indian and gay, and I
Like
love that.
do the whole yeah. Do the whole Ant Man family, but then you just gave us this 18. I don't know. I think it's 24 inches long.
Roz.
No, 27 inch
His name is Roz
Roz.
Malhotra.
Like you could have made your 200 and went above
Yeah.
No, all you did was the initial offering is just the figure, and then it's just little face plates and stuff. So I'm like, really, really, fam,
Right.
is this what we're doing?
You're right. You could
And
at
right
least
now,
like put a different,
for
like add the
real,
other faces.
even if I wasn't gonna get it, it's don't get me wrong, the figure's nice,
That's cute.
but like y'all playing is safe, super safe, and y'all know it. But not my problem.
Right.
In other toy news, and I just wanted to vent about that a little bit because I'm just tired of hearing it, and I'm
Mhm.
just, people just need to chill. People need a hug. Thankfully, I got a brother, husband, and a wife. So
Mhm, mhm.
just, um, oh boy, have you read what's going on with Spider Man?
Hell no. I know
Can
I've
I tell
heard some
you?
of the things.
Can I tell you?
So I know the thing about
So
Goblin, about him getting goblins like evil, I guess.
yeah,
And he's
yeah.
kind of like
So
that guy.
yeah, yeah.
I
He's
kind of fuck with that.
basically Norman's Osborn's evil with Spider Man, and he's a whole ass menace right now.
I actually
He's
kind of
trying
love
to kill
that.
Paul. He's trying to kill Paul.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Oh God. Don't make me pick this book up again, y'all.
I I got mixed views,
I
but
had to
right
read
now I'm
24
gonna leave it.
issues. I don't want to read
Yeah,
anymore. I stopped
it's
at issue
it's a lot,
24.
man.
Like I literally stopped the issue before they like revealed what happened to her and
Hmm.
Paul. I don't know if I but I'm not gonna hold you after because I saw one of my mutuals videos, um King Poncho, shout out to him. He was talking about Goblin, about the Goblin, about like the whole thing of Spider-Man, and I was like, okay, this seems interesting. I'm not even gonna hold you. I might
Don't
read
get
it
me wrong.
because
Now it's. I feel like this should have happened to Peter sooner.
yeah,
Not the whole Goblin part, but
yeah,
Peter has never dealt with any
being evil
of his issues,
at
and
all.
this kind of at all. Aunt May, Mary Jane,
Right.
hell, Felicia just broke up with him prior to Oh, you didn't? Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Oh,
broke up with him on some BS because Peter wasn't himself.
yo, they just like so, there are so many people giving so much. Like everybody is like, oh, that's who Superman. Superman. Why can't y'all let Spider-Man be happy? Like everybody is just like, oh, that's who Spider-Man is as a character. He's supposed to be the sad boy who's always going through something. But I'm like, he doesn't have to be though, right? Like, like a story can still thrive on you having good things in your life and being able to fight crime. Like, I just don't understand what's the harm in giving, especially someone who's been around, who's one of the oldest Marvel characters, giving them a chance to settle down while also fighting crime. Like,
You know what? To compare on the other side, Superman and Lois are still married
all
with a
right,
big ass family, and
with
and
new
you learning
twins.
that they're Superman and Lois are closet freaks. People
Yeah, I
are
read that issue.
people are having fun with that book. I'm sorry.
I
And you
am.
can't. Are you telling me you can't do that with Peter?
Thank you. Because everybody's like, if he gets like all, if he gets what he wants, it'll make it boring. If he ends up if he gets with MJ and like he gets a family, it'll be boring. But I'm like, it wouldn't be boring because that just means you need somebody who can write a story that is compelling enough that he can be a family man but also be a hero. And I honestly don't think there's anything more compelling than Spider-Man being like, Pancho did a video, me and him were talking about it on live, that if him and Mary Jane had a kid and then they got divorced and he has to be a single dad while also being a superhero, that's a great comic. I would read the hell out of that. Like,
Here's the problem with that idea. It's
mhm.
kind of done already. Scott,
Who giving a fuck about Scott? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for the Scott Pilgrim fans out there, Scott Lang fans, but who the actual, who in the actual Jesus
I'm
Horatio
just
Christ
convinced
is
that
looking for him?
if they give Peter another another
Moment of happiness, daughter.
no, no, not no. They got to give him another girlfriend or another
Yeah,
love interest. It has to be somebody that's going to support Peter on
yeah,
all his ends.
yeah.
It just there's no more half-assing it anymore.
Very much so.
You like Felicia was good. Like I did
I want
the
Felicia.
perfect relationship. The perfect I think not perfect, but like the most real relationship I see is Matt and Elektra. Daredevils.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
have you read the new
I
book?
love them. I haven't read the new books yet.
Well,
I'm.
I'll give you one spoiler,
Hmm.
just one. But
Hmm.
it's been 6 months since Matt quote unquote died,
Hmm.
and Elektra knows he's alive, but she loves him enough to give him peace.
See, that's. Oh, let me some electro nachos. I love that. Always loved them as a couple, but I just
Because he even says
go ahead.
he even says in no, yeah, I'm sorry, Betty.
No,
He
good.
even says in the book, like she was my lover, my rival, and now she's the woman without fear. Like, let's go.
I love that. Like, because nobody is doing shit like that no more. Like, and I don't know why people are afraid to write for couples or like families who do superhero stuff because there's so much you could tell with that. Like, honestly, like going back to Peter Parker being a single father, like that would be him being a father. Period. Like, especially if someone decides to be stupid and kidnap his child, which you know will end up happening. Like him having to make the choice of do I kill somebody or do I, or do I let them go and choose to, move on from it? Like those are the things. Those are the kind of stories that Peter should be in now. Like Peter should have the uh, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? A crisis of morality. You know what I mean? Like he should have to
Mhm.
wonder if he's doing the right thing and what's the best way to go about it, especially now that he has a family. He can put people at risk for real. Like I feel
But
like those are the stories you should tell with him and make it and give him actual relatable enemies that that aren't gods. Because yeah, like his give him the Sinister Six and shit. Like his other enemies are cool. I'm sorry,
no, 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 it's fine. I, if this is gonna be 24 issues,
go.
I want those 24 issues for Peter to finally deal with his problems
For sure.
once and for all. And he has to tell people, like I need to see it on panel. I need him to tell Mary Jane to go fuck herself.
Not go fuck herself. What did she do to him?
You come on, do you remember what happened with her and Paul? He was trying to save her and all that time passed.
I mean, yes, but also
No, I'm
they were
sorry.
in
If
there
you love
for
people,
a
no,
long
no,
time.
no. I'm sorry, but if you love, your love couldn't be strong.
Wasn't she in there for
I'm
like 6 years?
yeah, but still,
I'm done with you.
I, how were we supposed to know? How? There's
Look,
no way to know. Peter literally beat the shit out of Captain America just to go save her.
and I get that and I understand that. And I also feel bad for him. And trust me, I definitely want I would definitely prefer him with Mary Jane than her with Paul. Okay. But I do like the fact that but they were separated for 6 years. Like she had to learn how to like live without him, especially after the first year, the first 2 years. Yeah, no. I understand that, but also she acting like her relationship with Paul is more stronger than her relationship with Peter at some point, especially
Yeah,
after
and
the
that's bad
kids
writing.
were gone. That's where I was like, okay, well, now they're going to be able to move on from this, and but she's still holding out with Paul and shit, holding hands in the dark on the bed, and just trying to make it work. That's cute for her and whatnot, but I guess. Oh, but speaking of marriages and marital bliss, I read the Invincible Iron Man, yesterday.
Okay, so I didn't read it, but what do you think? I'm trying. I was actually going to read it today.
I like it. I like it. It was actually a good issue. we saw the wedding isn't as extravagant. I will say I was deceived because I thought the wedding was going to be way more extravagant and way bigger than I thought it was. But it was still a great issue for them. Like you can see the relationship building that they're working on with them, but also you can see where like it's kind of a turning tide kind of thing. Kind of moment with them as well. So like I love to see their relationship kind of grow into what it's becoming. And there's a line that he says in it. He says he says something about I know that Emma Frost. I said I know this woman is going to break my heart. And I was like, oh, I was like I think I'm going to love them together actually cuz it just they just work together. They just work. I don't think they're definitely not endgame. We both know that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be cute.
Okay. I picked up the first two issues of Blue Beetle.
All right.
I'm liking what I see so far.
Okay.
I read. What did I read while I was gone? Oh, I never gave you the DC Universe thing. I will before the week is out. I'll give it to you so you can read some
Got
books.
you.
What else did I read? Oh, man. DC Chip Zdarsky. What are y'all doing?
Hmm.
How you out here making Batman a whole ass villain now?
What are you doing?
Spoiler because I think this issue is pretty recent. Spoilers alert! Spoiler in 3, 2, 1. How you make Jason Todd? They wipe his mind and basically they kind of neuter Jason where he can't be a hero no more.
What do you mean? Hold on.
Okay,
What?
so yeah, you heard me correctly. So basically, Batman, he's not himself. He has like a backup personality. So basically, he rewrites Jason's mind. So every time Jason has the urge to, like,
Kill?
be, yeah, to kill or in an action situation, he gets really scared. So they kind of neuter Jason. And Jason's telling Bruce, like, you know better than anybody else.
Yeah. But for real though.
And that like it's the classic line in Dark Knight. You either die as the hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Right.
What are we doing, DC? That is your flagship book, and you making Batman a whole ass villain.
I don't mind it. I think he needs some. They need to show his flaws more. Like, I mean, we know as an audience, we know his flaws. Like, we already know he's mommy daddy issues like a motherfucker. But like, there are certain things that I'm like, I do like. I don't know, maybe because I always like a good hero arc where a hero turns villain kind of moment. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that those things have always intrigued me. But yeah, that's kind of weird. But
It's weird.
Loki comes
Um,
on tomorrow, which Loki comes back on
is it
season
tomorrow?
2. Yes, he's October 5th.
Oh
Mm-hmm,
shit.
mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not watching. I'm not watching anything until I finish Big Love again.
Okay, understandable. Now,
Yeah,
ooh,
because
but we can almost get ready to start watching shit again because the writer's strike is over.
yes. The only movie I'm looking forward to right now is Deadpool 3. Oh, speaking of,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
do you remember a while back I said we talked about Taylor Swift being Dazzler?
Yeah,
That she's on set.
we're really doing it, huh? Okay.
I feel like
Sure.
it makes sense. I
It
know.
does. I
I
hate it,
know
but it does kind of make sense. I get
it
it.
feel like it makes sense.
Right. But
If
honestly,
this
I feel like they should have. I felt like they could have gotten. I don't know. I just feel like they could have gotten somebody else. Like, I don't know why. Like, I feel like her voice. I feel like Dazzler's voice would be way more dynamic than Taylor's. But I feel like she would look good in the costume and stuff. But as Dazzler, I don't know. She could present the attitude. Like,
I will wait until we see it to make final
yeah,
judgment.
I'm gonna watch it regardless and shit. It's X-Men. I'm a, I'm gonna watch it. I bleed yellow and blue.
Which
The fuck?
we're not getting X-Men 97 till next year
Yeah, yeah. I already look. Shit, I was already expecting that. Shit,
with the
I
writer strike and stuff.
yeah. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I should. Fuck, I don't know what I just lost my whole train of thought. But anyway, uh,
No, it'll come to you.
but yeah, like I honestly can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I know next year they're gonna be pushing out stuff, like especially with this
Yes.
writer strike, they're gonna be pushing out stuff next year, and I like you ain't never gonna want for any television.
Let me say this: adhere to the source material as much as possible.
Yes,
Don't deviate. If
right.
you're gonna deviate, make sure that you do the homework and it benefits said character.
That part, and right, and this because this whole synergy of movie to comics is wild. It should definitely be the other way around. We have talked about this before on this pod.
Hmm.
Like it should be the source material should be the main material, and you should fall off, and you should try to make that synchronicity go in with with the movies. Like it should not be the other way around, especially with these because you have so many dynamic stories to pick from that you can. And people, I know the big thing is, a lot of directors and writers, they don't want to feel like they're plagiarizing, or they're just copying off of someone else. Well, just the same thing, but or just like using someone else's script. But you can still use those storylines, you can still have those arcs that happen in the comics. You can just change the dialogue up a little bit. That's what you're there for, to make those something that's already existed, and to make it something more, like to give it more dynamics. Like there's a way you can do that without just deviating off while just to be like just because you want to do something different. Like because that's what New Mutants, that movie New Mutants, trash. And it is solely because this man decided that he wanted to follow his vision of the movie, and didn't listen to anybody else's input, didn't say any, like they did reshoots and everything, and he still kept his own writing. And like that tells you the kind of ego that man has. And like I feel like
Yeah.
there's a certain way we can make the comic source material into the movie without deviating far from who the character is as a whole. You know what I mean?
What you say? What he said.
That part.
What he said. That part right there. That part right there.
Ooh.
Okay. I want to run this by you
Mhm.
because since now they're gonna be three of us. How would you feel if we go? Because wait a minute. Are you working?
No, not right now. Long story.
Oh. Okay.
Mhm.
Then I guess we back next week. Never mind.
Problem solved.
Never mind.
Hilarious.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Never mind. We back. We back, kids.
We back. Oh god, that was
Oh my
hilarious.
god. Oh, never
Have you seen the
mind.
new Gen V show that came on Prime Video?
Mm-mm. I haven't even watched The Boys.
Oh, okay, that's wild, but I'm gonna let it
I haven't
go.
watched The Boys. I couldn't get past the first episode. I
I
literally
mean,
saw. I know it's not invincible bad, and I should give it a shot,
no, it kind of is though.
but it
Low
is.
key, low key, it kind of is though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna get you. I ain't even gonna lie to you like that, brother husband. It is. It is very much the live action version of Invincible at certain times.
Like I was literally. You know what? I was just thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is as an adult where I could watch violent, weird, hentai, tentacle porn shit that I've seen as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling this no more. I'm just, I'm just, nah, nah, and like that, like Invincible especially, like I've seen violent cartoons,
Yeah.
right? But holy crap, that
Aggressive.
last episode, they go for it.
Oh yeah.
And they really and I know and season 2 is coming out in a couple weeks too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to watch it because I know where they're going because I
Right.
read the book and it's
Mm,
so good. But holy crap, it's violent at
yeah.
AF.
Yeah, it's very graphic, and the boys is is the exact same thing, except in real life. Like there's literally the what was it last season? There's literally a scene of someone going in someone's pee hole. So
Mm-mm,
yeah,
mm-mm,
it's aggressively gory, but it also has a good storyline. Like the storylines in it are actually great. Like it is a very accurate depiction of what superheroes like. It's kind of if the Justice League were in real life and who they would be now. This is exactly it, and I kind of actually love it.
mm. So I think next week we're gonna do a little bit of everything. We're gonna structure, and there's gonna be 3 of us here.
Yeah,
Times 3. Get
time
ready,
for them.
kids. Get ready, kids. We are here. Yo, I think we can get up out of here.
I think we said all that needed to be said.
Yeah, man.
I know there's going to be something I'm thinking about, and I'm going to forget it. I'm like, oh damn! But you know what?
But
Fuck it, we
that's
ball.
okay. That's okay. Because next week
Right.
we'll probably go an hour and a half. If there's 3 of us.
Hey.
So we're gonna structure our stories. Now you're gonna get real life shit. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Un
Because
momento.
this is a hilarious, funny story that I saw today. Um, 73 $73,000 theft of king crab legs looted overnight in Philly.
Of king crab legs?
King crab legs.
Huh. I mean,
Um,
somebody having a good crab boil right now. Like somebody eating good as fake.
are we hurting for $73,000 for king crab legs? Y'all couldn't grab steak too?
What? But look, I said, look, if y'all give me
They
some,
Aaron,
slide me
Aaron,
some.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
They literally it's 184 big boxes of crab legs that were stolen.
Them some big bitches too.
I'm just
Them crab legs big as f. Them things like
oh
my
my god.
forearm.
Like
Yeah.
oh, boy.
Look, all I'm
Boy.
gonna say is I ain't gonna tell on y'all as long as y'all slide me a box or two of them king crab legs. Like we can keep this on the
No. If you're
hush.
gonna you're gonna slide me some crab legs, and look, I appreciate it if you
Mm-hmm,
hit up
mm-hmm.
hold on, let me get the email ready.
Right,
Hold on.
right. Because I'm from look here. I'm from Florida. Look here. I make me a big ass garlic crab king crab leg
Uh
tray.
if you want to reach out to me and ant liferants82
That part.
at gmail.com, if you want to ask me a couple questions or just send me a link to get some crab legs,
All
my
right.
wife would really really appreciate it. Let me
What?
say that again. Ant liferants82 at gmail.com. Also,
Period.
Antonio Augusto, Ant Life France on TikTok, Ant Life France on IG, and Life Rants and Geek Culture on Facebook. Come join us.
Period.
Come join the craziness. We got a lot of ACBA happening there. Like the guys that are posting pictures, my boy Chris and my boy Ferrier. These guys are straight fire. Come holla at us. You know you want to. You know you do. Because guess what? We are now your favorite podcast. Come holler at us. I'm using this
Period.
creepy voice because you know what? I'm just thinking that if you find the podcast, you can come join us, and then we can build, and then y'all could give us ideas, and those ideas we can talk about them, because we bunch of crazy Puerto Rican and a black dude who's also gay, and my cousin who's just crazy as fuck, but I love him, and we're gonna get wild up in here, and we're gonna end the show.
I don't know if you're
What
trying
the hell?
to creep us out or make us moist, and I love
It's
this
a
for
it,
you.
it's actually a little bit of both. I'm sorry that it's I haven't seen you all week, so I actually give my wife this voice, and she kind of melts like butter. It's kind of fun, and I usually threaten her because that's what we do in our relationship, but that's okay.
I
No
like a
one
little
else
aggression.
knows. I just grab somebody by the crack of their neck, like,
Oof.
what the hell is going on
Hmm.
in the streets in my home,
That turned me on. It has been many a moon, y'all. Oof. That I
sir?
I need me
Sir,
some
get
loving.
it together.
And you're right. You're right. I just need me a strong neck man. uh like the whole time I've been waiting, like for some reason I'm like he's gonna I just like this voice gives the energy of it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
No, you know who I'm channeling? That the big dude that always talks about the really thick girls. I got his IG because I see it quite often.
Oh
I'm
god.
6 foot. Um, hold on, because it's hysterical, and I'm gonna play one as we're getting out of here.
Mm-mm.
So stall for a minute.
All right. So your um comics. I need to go to the comic book shop today. Actually, I'm actually gonna go right after I get off here. Because a lot of things came out. Oh, Gods came out today, but I saw that bitch cost $9.99. Oh God, I was not trying. I'm not trying to pay for that, but also I might pay for that, and I hate that about myself. Let me see.
Okay, I got his page up. Stall for like 30 more seconds.
All right, I got you. So, damn, I thought I just lost a whole train of thought. Um, I bought the new Wonder Woman comic. I have not finished it yet, but it looks pretty good. Especially like they're starting to give her like a kind of a social justice kind of vibe, and I was like, okay, look at you doing things and stuff. Um, Damn, I mean, look, any other time I have thousands of things, but
Okay, I'm ready.
oh, go ahead.
No, no, ready? Okay.
Yeah, do your thing.
Thick. Like disrespectfully thick.
Hey, Daddy.
Unapologetically thick. Just thick for no damn reason at all.
I know I
Son
am.
a woman that's just thick.
Okay.
I know I am, Daddy.
I can't.
Oh,
Yo, can we get the fuck out of here now,
I'm in
please?
heat. Look here. It is. Look here. I'm in heat. That. Look here.
Oh,
I love me a
guys,
deep
we'll
voice
see
Adonis.
y'all. We'll see y'all in a week.
Right. So y'all can catch us. Of course, y'all can catch me at TikTok and Twitter at King Krakoa on at King Krakoa on TikTok and Twitter, and also on the Discord. And also King of Thrones on TikTok as well. Where can they find you, my boy?
Ant, I'll say it again in my normal voice. Ant Life Rants and Ant Life Rants and on TikTok, Ant Life Rants on Twitter,
Period.
Life Rants and Geek Culture on Facebook, and Ant Life Rants or Antonio Augusto on IG. Because I will never give you none of y'all my Facebook. I am not giving my wife the
Right.
reason to stab me in the year of our Lord 2023. All right,
Period.
kids, I'm out.
Deuces. Bye, beautiful people.
Oh, hold on. Okay.